All right, guys, we're doing something kind of crazy today for North Carolina. Also, something we've always wanted to do was tap maple trees for syrup.
I have a friend who's local from the area, and she said that yes, you can tap maple trees. They are not sugar maples, but you can tap a lot of trees out here for syrup making, and they are not going to be as sweet as sugar maples, but nonetheless, it's still syrup, and it's probably going to be just as good. So we're going to give it a go.
Yeah, and we've also talked to other people, and they've told us, yeah, no, they've never heard of that in North Carolina. So the only way you're going to really know is if you try it yourself. And let's ask Mr. Google, can you tap maple trees in North Carolina? Turns out, yes, you can. We've got brand new 5-gallon bucket.
These are food grade plastic containers that had honey in them, and I saved them for projects like this. And so I'm not sure how much we are going to collect, so I thought, why don't we just start with this, and if it ends up being like this, we have a couple more of these. So I think we're going to start with these. Yeah, I don't know how many maples we can find out there in the woods, so I think we're going to just start with 4 containers for now. Taps and hoses, and then the stroll bit.
And also the weather, guys, the weather. That's one reason, you know, it doesn't get super cold here. One reason why we love being here, but not to say it doesn't. So this week, we're gonna get down to the teens, and then during the day, I mean, tomorrow I think it's supposed to be in the 30s. We go through a lot of syrup here on the homestead, so if we could do this, and if this works, that would be amazing.
We gotta look for the maples. Ooh, is it safe to be out here?
Yeah, it's kind of windy right now. So we've had, you know, we've had a hurricane come through here, so a lot of the trees, not a lot, but some of the trees are knocked down. I mean, our woods, compared to what they looked like a year ago, they look a lot different now. Before, it was very clean in here. We could drive around. You know, I brought in that forestry mulcher, and now it looks like a mess.
Well, I don't want it to be like in a bush of thorns. Side note, we already marked a whole bunch of trees when we first moved here because we had this intention of doing this, and then over time the little marks have rubbed off or fallen off. So
it's better to mark trees when they all have the leaves on them. It's just a little bit more easier to do that. But yeah, we've had marked trees out here for a couple years that we came out here when we first moved, and yeah, the markings kind of went off of them. So let's see if we can find one. Yeah, some of these look sketchy. Look, that tree right there.
Don't fall on us when we go under it.
There was one, I believe, over here. Yeah, there's our mark. Good old hay twine.
Okay, and then the next thing is to measure it. Make sure it's not dead. It's not dead, it's got a lot of leaves on it. And then to make sure that it's not blooming or budding. It doesn't look like it's budding at all, but it's very tall, I can't see it. So we could do it 2 ways. We could guess its diameter, which is about that, or we can take the circumference and divide it by pi. Divide it by 5? Pi. And they say about 3 feet up from it, so this is like a good measurement, right? So you'll want to do it on the side that gets the most sun. And then you also want to keep a lookout for these roots. You want to have something that has like a larger root. So I would say like right here is a good spot.
Yeah, drill bit. So we can, oh.
Okay, I would have to guess like right here is a good spot because you don't want to do it like close to this area here. So I want to say like here would be a good spot.
Yeah, there's some ants right there. Look like they're eating something.
Yeah, they're eating the wound, the syrup, the sap that's already coming out. So
Yeah.
we can do here. I think this would be a good spot.
We're supposed to go 1.5 inches in. Now we're just going on YouTube University to get this information. We're gonna use this rigid tube, and this used to be honey, but we need to poke it through here.
Now we need to find a rock. Or if we could, or we could tie it on like this. Oh, you found a rock. Okay, good.
Yeah, but I don't think this is gonna work.
You want me to tie it on there?
It's almost like we need a bucket and then put this in the bucket. When I drilled it, I didn't see any sap come out, so
I know.
I don't know.
It is a maple tree.
Not sure if it's supposed to come out right away.
Well, it is cold right now. I want to say it's still above 30 degrees. So I don't know. Maybe we'll come by and check it tomorrow. That's all we can do.
That should do it.
Okay, let's go move on to the next tree. Okay.
This is it?
Yeah. Okay, so this tree is a maple. We once had a twine around this one too.
Yeah, we did.
So, but this one we could get 2 taps in it because this is a very wide tree.
That's a big boy.
Yeah. Yeah, about this high. If this goes well next year, we're gonna have to tap some of the maples over there. Get a whole thing going. Oh, what happened? So when you drill into the tree, they say not to go around like that. Just go. Okay.
Doing surgery.
Here, let me screw that in.
Hooking up an IV.
Yeah.
Hammer?
That's good. So they say that when you hammer it in and it goes dink, 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 and then you hear thunk, that's when you know it. You've gone just the right amount. Oh, I think this branch can hold it. This little branch right here can hold it up. Oh yeah. For this one, because we're doing 2 in 1, maybe we can try and do it on this side right here. This tree. There's 2 trees welded together. But we could do it on this side right here. And out. That's good. That's good.
This is mainly a pine forest. We got so many pines, but occasionally we'll have the random hardwoods.
We had stuff marked. We knew the trails out here, and after Hurricane Helene, I don't even know where we're at sometimes. Like, it's just so...
Yeah, it's like, look at this big pile right here. This wasn't there.
Right, and you kind of knew your way by the trees. Like, you knew the path. You knew, oh, this tree looked like this. This funky tree that grows this way is on the right, and this other tree is on the left, but it's not here anymore. So it's really sad.
Yeah.
I know we have more maples out here, but this is a good tester to see if this works for us this year or this week.
Or at all.
Yeah, so we can see, like, hey, is this going to work for us this week? Then maybe next week we can go tap some more trees. This is just the beginning of the middle of winter, really. So I think what's great about our winters here in North Carolina is, like, we'll have really cold days and then it'll be warm and then it'll be really cold and then it'll be warm. So I think we have this time period, whereas maybe some other people might tap at the end of winter because they want their temperature to be 40 degrees during the day and 20 degrees at night. Well, ours kind of fluctuates up and down. So this week it will be that.
I think this month is going to be the coldest month of the year.
Yeah, so I think this is a good season to do that, to do this experiment.
All right, we got one. We got one in, look at that. We got 2, 3 taps. Yeah, guys, this is exciting. Hopefully it works. All right, we made it. It's been 24 hours. Let's go check on if we got any syrup.
The sap.
Sap?
It's sap first.
Let's go check it out. Come on. We got down to the teens last night, and currently it's 32 degrees. This is the warmest it's going to be today.
Might be too cold for it to start flowing, because 32 is still technically freezing.
Yeah.
So I think they say temperatures above 40. But the good news is the taps are in place. So if we did have a warmer day than what we planned for, then it would start flowing and we'd be collecting. So we're already off to a good start. Might be still too cold. Oh, they're not full. There's not a drop in them. Let's try this one. No.
Nothing?
Not a drop. But like I said, it's already, our system is already set up and it's in place. We just have to wait for 40-degree weather and they'll start flowing. I mean, our hope is obviously not to make a big production out of it. If we can just get even a pint of maple syrup, we'd be...
Yeah. Can I have syrup for one pancake?
Yeah.
One waffle.
What an experiment, right? Let's check this other one. I think it's too cold, but tomorrow is supposed to be warmer, I think. So what do we have? 1, 2, 3?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, we only have 3.
Oh, okay. It felt like we put 20. Okay.
There's the other one.
Not a drop.
No. I don't even see some coming out.
No.
At all.
Like you said, it's 30 degrees. From what I've read, it needs to be 40 or above, but still going into the freezing temps at night. So we have the freezing temps at night, but just not 40 above right now. But later in the week we will.
Yeah, we're gonna check. We're gonna keep checking in on this, guys, to let you guys know what's up, whether it's a success or it's not.
Yeah.
But either way, we're documenting it and seeing if we can actually have syrup
For our pancakes.
for pancakes in North Carolina.
I'm excited.
That's all this life is, right? One big giant experiment and try things out and see what works, see what doesn't.